Okay, so on Monday I went to get a haircut, um, kind of midday, and a lady was there. There weren't many people, just me and her, and she was behind me, so I could see her face in the mirror very clearly. And she came in to trim her bangs. So she was only there for a little bit, and she looked at them, and she looked really pretty and stuff, and then she left. Okay. And then on Tuesday, and okay, my haircut place is like far from me. It's like 45 minutes by subway. So it's not like in my area or neighborhood. And then the next day, midday, on a weekday, I went to remove my nail polish, like get my nails done. And that's like 5 minute walk from me. And so not in the same area that my haircut is. And I went there, and at the exact same time, that lady was there, the same bangs lady, and she was sitting next to me. But I didn't talk to her, obviously. But what are the chances of us having two appointments at the same time? On different days, in different neighborhoods, at the exact same times on those days. Crazy, wild things. Um, Wait, I just wanted to say that because I thought that was crazy. But also, there's two things I've thought about. First is, I think, like, kind of recently, but like over the last year or something, I've been going through. I'll go through like really great period, and then I'll go through like a really low period, and it keeps going up and down and up and down. And I think like at some level in my mind I was like, every time I'd go down, I'd be, first of all, I'd be afraid that I'm gonna become the past me again and be super depressed and like not be able to pull myself out. I think I'm afraid of that because it was very intense when I was in it. But what I'm talking about, like decades ago, like when I was a teenager or something. Number two, apart from that fear, I'm like, oh, that must mean that I'm not stable, because I think in some level of my mind, I'm equating stability with a longer period of a stable mental time. And by stable, I mean either excited and happy and joyful, or like my desires are my desires day to day, they don't change so much, and I'm not, my mood is not like so, is not fluctuating so much. But then right now today, I was like, what if, I can't really speak for all of humanity, I don't know. But what if like every single person is like different? Not what if, they are. I'm trying to get to the point. What if we're as different as like, how like different flowers open at different times of the year, and some flowers only open for like one night in the whole year, and like they need very specific things, and they only open at night in the moonlight and stuff. That's real. And it's like, and then other flowers, they're open like all summer long, but then not in the winter, and other flowers are open all year long. It's like, what, it's like people are like that because we're all different. But what I think most people are doing, and including me, what I was doing is, I had these default beliefs from what people have taught me and told me, and also what I've observed in other people. But actually, what I've observed in other people, it's probably not even the truth, because people are performing at some level, especially when they know they're being observed, obviously. But what I've observed is that stability is um, encouraged and rewarded, right? If you view someone as stable, you're like, oh, that's someone trustworthy and you can rely on them. But so what I've done is, inside of me, any traits that don't align with that definition of stability, I have dismissed them and tried to fix them, and seen them actually as indicators of failure, or like indicators of like, oh, it's a downtrend in the stock market, okay? But the flower that only opens on one night every year, all the years that it's closed, it will not view that as failure because it was built to open only on one night. And actually, it's not even like, it's not self-doubting because it doesn't even care about its own self-concept. It's just being, it's like just existing as it is. It's not going into thoughts of like, what does it mean when I exist as I am, right? And then the people around the flower, they're not shaming it, going like, why aren't you opening? Look at all these sunflowers around me. You're not behaving like them. Which already we as people are have like too strong of a self-concept to allow pure existence for ourselves internally. And then on top of that, we look at other people and we always compare and judge, and sometimes we do it verbally and out loud and tangibly, and we affect that person's existence too, which also disallows the pure existence of that person. So if someone is coming up to me and saying, look at this girl, she's a way better daughter, I'm gonna be like, I'm not a good daughter, as an example. And also, the people around the flower appreciate the flower for what it is, because they're not going like, look, you're wrong. They're going like, oh my god, I can't wait for the night that's gonna open. They put it in their calendars, they have the cameras ready, and they're like, oh my god, she's opening, and they like post it on the internet. People go crazy. They're like, you're so pretty, that was so amazing. And they don't try to like preserve it or try to keep it open longer or whatever the hell, because it's just, the beauty is in the fleeting moment of exactly how the flower's life is. Okay? We are doing all of the opposite of all of these things to ourselves and to other people. We're not allowing their pure existence. We're not allowing our pure existence. And we're trying to put all of these random rules and stuff towards things that they don't fit, okay? Like, my rules will not fit someone else's, but also I shouldn't even have rules for me. The whole point of existence is not to find rules to live within. It's to enjoy the beingness and the pure existence of who I am without a self-concept that's sending me into self-doubt anyway. I understand that the opposite of self-doubt is self-trust, but what I'm saying is, maybe you don't need self-trust or self-doubt if you're living in actual true existence, right? Because if I am who I am, I am who I am. I don't need to even know who I am. I just am all the time, right? If a flower only opens on June 16 and December 31st, okay, all those other dates of the year, it's not going, should I open now? Should I, oh, this year, should I open now? It's not like debating anything. It just knows. It's just, when it's time, it'll open. So what if I'm a flower that just is like open for 2 weeks and then closed for 2 weeks? Why am I not allowing it? My mind is going like, oh my god, I'm sad again. But it's like, fuck it, out loud, okay? The only reason I even doubt it is because the fear thing, which I'm like working with. But also, I doubt it because at the end of the open 2 weeks, I'm like full of dreams and aliveness and vitality in life, and I'm like, I want to do these things. I want to work out. I want to run. I want to do this. I want to go out. And I really do it in those 2 open weeks. And then immediately the closed week hits, and I'm like, oh my god, I want to do all these things. Because it's like my mind is not following my body. So what I have to do is align them a little bit. Not even by force, but I think if I allow the existence, it'll align. Because if I don't try to put rules onto it or try to understand it. That's my monkey brain trying to do some analysis, and I shouldn't put my analytical mind towards me, which I have already talked about in like 1,000 other videos, but you gotta discover it newly every single day. to really have the lesson hit, right? Because I'm not learning it. And then the other thing was, it was right here. Is that it? I can't remember, so I'll just talk about it later. Okay, bye, love you.